Welcome back, guys. So, on this episode, we're talking about when Rudra finds out that Presha finally regained her memory. Last episode, I posted on my desire. I told you people, Rudra wants to get married to Vanshika in order to make Presha regain her memory. Eventually, Presha regained her memory a bit, and Arman went and attacked them, lose Presha and Rudra's motor brake, and both of them had a very fatal accident. And the fatal accident led to Presha hitting her head on a rock, and eventually all her memory came back. She was admitted to the hospital unconscious, and now Arman is planning on killing Rudra. Now Presha wakes up from the hospital bed, and this is the episode she reunites with Rudra and the family members. And not only that, Arman is planning a way to make Presha lose her memory again, and other facts that will happen on this episode. Don't forget to subscribe in case you haven't, as we jump straight into the video of today. So episode start with Saranj and Ruhi praying to Matarani, that is their goddess, to give back their mama to them. Pihu also prays, saying that she knows the truth now and wants her sister-in-law to be with her family, which compromises of Rudra and her kids. Meanwhile, the medications exchanged by Arman makes Presha fall asleep in no time. Wrapping Presha with the hospital bed shower, Arman pushes her onto the wheelchair, leading her outside. Outside, the priest asks Rudra to do the Ravan Dayan as well, making him take up the arrow. So this Ravan Dayan something is that stuff where they will have to shoot through the Ravan, that stuff they call their demon, and you shoot it with an arrow, and the light goes out. So the Rudra carries the arrow, shoots the arrow catches fire. Rudra aims it at the Ravan, and chanting their Jai Shrim Ram in the background, Shraddha cheers Rudra up, who is trying to focus. Just then, Arman arrives outside and gets happy to see that everything is happening according to his plan. However, Presha hears that Arman has cut the rope, as she inwardly says that she cannot let anything happen to Rudra or her kids. Rudra arrows will light up the Ravan, while Arman says that Rudra's chapter will end forever because Arman is trying to kill Rudra here. Presha finally gets up from her wheelchair. She throws the shovel on Arman's face and pushes him with the chair. Screaming Rudra's name, Presha runs to him and the kids, saving all of them from the burning Ravan. Arman gets up from the spot, searches for Presha to take her away again. The crying Presha asks both Ruhi and Saranj if they are fine, but Ruhi calls Presha as auntie. Presha tells Ruhi that she is not her auntie but her mother, and informs Rudra that she has regained her memory. Rudra cries happily and rests his forehead against Presha as he hugs her tightly. The family is complete now, as Presha asks Ruhi and Saranj to hug her back. Meanwhile, an alert Victor saves Pihu from the burning crackers on her way, and she falls on top of him. She thanks him meekly, but she says that he shouldn't hold her like that. However, Victor says that he would not have a choice since the crowd noise was so much. On the other hand, Arman gets unconscious after getting hit by a cracker, while the VJ reaches to rescue him. Inside the hospital, an upset Presha tells Rudra about their baby stealing incident and that she has been living with Arman because of that, but Rudra corrects her, saying that she has to live with Arman as his wife. An agitated Rudra says that everything Arman told her was a lie, while Presha says that he showed her some videos where Rudra looks like a monster attacking Presha. Rudra asks Presha to be careful, but Presha blames herself for believing Arman. While Rudra talks about imprisoning Arman, Presha says that they need to get some evidence first so that she will get them as she continues to live with Arman. So apparently both of them are now teaming up in order to gather evidence in order to expose Arman. And guess what, guys? Arman have noticed that Presha have regained her memory, because if you recall, they said that Presha pushes Arman when Rudra wants to lead that Ravan, and screams Rudra's name and saves Rudra from the distance. So apparently Arman might be suspicious, even though they say that he became unconscious when Presha was hugging Rudra and the family, whatever, but he was active when Presha screamed Rudra's name. So apparently he's aware now that Presha will regain her memory. So Presha keeps pretending that I've lost my memory, while Arman will try to prove that Presha have regained her memory and is just staying with me for pretense. Presha as well have really been staying for pretense in order to gather evidence, if it actually makes sense what I'm saying. And finally, she and Rudra will team up and gather evidence and expose Arman and send him to jail. You understand? So guys, if you have not subscribed yet, I wonder why you have not, because we'll post plenty of updates here on my channel. Thanks for watching. What do you guys think about my desire? And yeah, bye guys.